every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody
Anthony
out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank and Christina Carter. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Christina Carter. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's when we can kick every Tuesday. Everything is going down. Thursday. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy Anthony Show. It's during the week, homie. The Roy Anthony Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get a tap in before we gotta tap in. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Every Tuesday. Come on and kick it with us. The Roy Anthony Show. Every Thursday. It's going down, homeboy. The Roy Anthony Show. Co-host tap in. Big Hank. We getting it. What you think? Hey. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
What's good?
What's up with you, Miss Christina, Miss Uniqueness?
Not much. This weather changed and got my sinus draining.
Oh, I think it hits everybody, because every time people looking at my eyes, I'm telling you, the allergies, I'll be like, when I come in, because I fly back to Los Angeles Saturday, and I'm like, I'm out here in this Kansas City weather, man. I go to sleep, it was nice one night. Next you know, I'm waking up like my nose feeling like it's all, I'm like, what the world, man?
Right. It's one of them days. I got whooped.
You said what?
I done got whooped by the allergies now.
Oh,
Yeah,
I keep some of that Claritin.
I guess.
For real. Hey, just want to tell everybody, okay, welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. I am Roy Anthony, stand-up comedian, philosopher, designer, producer, actor. And this is one of my co-stars who's in Miss Uniqueness, Christina Anderson, Cold Arthur. I'm a philosopher, praise dancer, singer, I'm a candle maker.
Yeah. It's a lot. I wear a lot of hats.
All right. Juggling with 5 kids, y'all. And we talking about teenage kids.
It's 7 in total. That's what I deal with. My 6 and 1 more.
Can't nobody tell you need to got it right, but just talk about true parenting. By Christina Anderson. They're gonna give you facts. Then we want to give a shout out to Big Hank. He'll be coming in soon. He's always doing something. His job, which is for the God and the church itself. He works with that. We got a special guest that's going to be coming in today. He's going to kick it with us, Mr. William Morrison, who is running for mayor of Los Angeles, city of Los Angeles. He's come because he's a good friend of mine, and it's deeper than what anybody know, because Roy Anthony has the protections of, like, when I go to do shows. Now, we met because I had a show in Vegas, and he leads a lot of cats. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's over. Look, when you run the head guy over at the Super Bowl, you know you deep. I see him in the background. We're gonna get him, bring him in a second, because I know he's busy. I also want to keep going with my introductions. This is the Woe Entertainment platform, which was created by Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, and his wonderful wife Shelly. And then we have the co-creator Goose, Sing Goose Saturday. I was going to talk about that Tuesday, but everybody, we were so much on a quickness, and I had to leave, so I was trying to really try, do some talking. But the Woe Entertainment, which was co-created by Goose, held the last comic standing in Cameron, Missouri, with my man Commander and Chief Man Commander, who was the co-host with Richie King on Tuesday evenings. Got to meet him and his wonderful wife, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a person who really don't sit with my back to people, but I was there, and I like, it was like family. It felt, Commander, um, Mr. Scott, who won the last comic standing. I mean, I was having a good time, and I don't understand why it happens in Cameron, Missouri. If you don't mess with Richie King and respect what Richie King and Goose and what Commander does in Cameron, Missouri, Roy Anthony has not come through it. I was gonna come out. They've been ambassadors to me. I've checked out Cameron, and just to come, there was a place to come through when I'm in Kansas City to come through and perform. One of my, because sometimes I like to use new materials on um, like a local crowd, right? Stuff I'm gonna do nationally, but I just want to tell people in Cameron, Missouri, to support Richie King and Commander and Goose when they do something. If they say Roy Anthony's coming, and I got everybody around the U.S. who's saying Roy Anthony, if you can't support and respect them with the stuff that they bring in the Cameron, then I'm gonna have to slide from coming down to your city. Um, Also, I want to give a shout out to Blue Phoenix, our social producer. Social producer has been fighting a rare cancer, and a lot of companies, like as a black, we go through sometimes some trepidations to hire us or something like that because of, sometimes because of our race. Well, she goes through a different type of um, racism, which deals with people who doesn't understand, like someone with cancer. You know, you're being discriminated because of a handicap or a disease. Am I correct, Miss Uniqueness? Stop me if I'm wrong. Our social, what was you about to say?
I said you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Our social producer has been fighting a rare cancer, y'all. And every time I look, people don't understand us. I'm not a person who's just going to always DM and put messages in. I'm not that type of person. And I want to do this before we start our show. That I listened to how Blue Phoenix and how her jobs was, people who don't understand and the fight and the battle of it. Some people rather wash their hands of it instead of working with this individual. Well, Blue Phoenix actually kept pressing and pressing. And not only this is on her personal life, but she keeps the Woe Entertainment afloat. Every time there's something we need, right? I'm gonna tell you how God acts.
That's right.
So only thing I can do, because sometimes monies can't help things. Sometimes you can only help with what you have, and that's a prayer. Be sincere in your heart for prayer. So I always pray for her, and without saying to her, I don't get her on the phone. Come on, I need to pray for you, Blue. She, you know what I'm saying, in my daily life, and I'm praying for her and her husband. This is real. So I was praying that she'd land her a good job because she is work. You know what I'm saying? She knows a lot. Okay, but now she says that we had some posters made and stuff like that. Now she got a nice, good job that is also bringing her in, but also is concerned with her health, immediate health care. Yeah. Hey, heathen as I am, I know when I hear a good thing. You feel me? I praise him for you, Blue. That's real deal. Holyfield. When some people's healthy and you scared to go do something. This woman is fighting these these prejudiced people for a job, and they concerned with health care. Basically, like, well, we don't want you to be working. All of a sudden, you just croak. Ah, we need to wake her up, see if she can stay alive for 2 more hours. So she people don't want to take, you know what I'm saying? But if you have a belief system like I got, and I said it, I can talk to I'm blue in the face, no pun intended. But prayer changes things. I know some homies deep in the streets, and they believe in God. I never get the homies was G'd up. And one homie said, man, I don't know, man, if there's a God, man, I don't know. And boy, the big homie was like, look, don't come over here and blaspheme that, man. It's because you do wicked stuff. Wicked things come back to you. It ain't God's fault. And when I seen the emotions in him, he was preaching as far as I'm concerned, even though he was shaking the homie, he preaching as far as I'm concerned. For real. You know, people try to make Jesus seem like he was so timid and everything. He was a carpenter. Every carpenter I worked with, man, let him hit that nail and stuff. You got to withstand that heat and everything. You dealing with hot tar, nails, and the smell of it. It ain't nobody can be prissy up in there. You can't be a carpenter and be all, I can't. No, he ain't that. He hung with sailors. When people cuss, they say, boy, he cussing like a sailor. I have to bring in our other co-host and our other co-star, Mr. Hank. Wait a minute, Hank, Big Hank Norman.
Yes, what's happening?
So, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, Roy Anthony. How about yourself?
Man, I am always cool when we can see another day.
That's what I'm talking about. Woke up, looking over there, looking all Christina. Yeah, how you doing, Christina Carter?
What's good, Big Hank?
All right,
Don't it fit her, the background and everything, just how for real, the glow on your face and everything.
Call it
for what it is. Shoot, I told her I thought it was a living room. She talked about, oh, that was a thing in the back. Don't tell that. Call it for what it is.
Yeah, she got the piano. She got the piano.
That's what I'm saying.
What's the Liberace piano back there in the back? Look at all like
we should have a house party. Look, I tell somebody get on the piano. I'm gonna have my drink. I'm gonna sing like a motherfucker. I'll turn the party on. I ain't doing no comedy. I'm singing. Everybody gonna be jamming.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
For real. We got our guest. I want to bring him in, but I'm gonna have Mr. Morrison. He's with us today. But before we brought him in, I just wanted to let us crew know. I was giving a shout out to Blue Phoenix, Big Hank. You know, since we've been on the podcast, we've been bringing attention about her having a rare cancer, right?
Right.
Well, a lot of people don't know is that she be facing these companies that discriminates against her. Because of her having this rare cancer.
Wow.
And stuff. And so basically don't want her. I'm just calling it what it is. I'm gonna come in. I'm not teasing her. She knows. Everybody knows I got love for Blue Phoenix.
Yeah.
But it seems like they don't want to take responsibility that, she may just end up dying and stuff while she's working or something. You feel me? Right. And she's not in that level.
Right.
But anyway, I want to give a shout out to Pro Bass because she told me that some of the flyers she did for our musical show, is one of them. Some of the flyers she did for us and stuff, that's a portfolio.
Right.
When you can show people the work you did and it's actually operating, and people from Pro Bass, if anybody, Roy Anthony is a door stash. She did not do that without a disclaimer. She has full.
That's what's up, man.
I start praising the Lord.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
What it is.
Blue Phoenix.
For real.
Yeah.
We not haters, we congratulators.
Man, come on, man. Blue Phoenix. Yeah.
For real. Blue Phoenix got a real warrior.
Yes, sir. Real. That's what's up.
Pro Bass gets pros.
Man, pro bass is some professionals,
Yeah,
Yeah. Ain't fake. That's
for real.
real top of the line. That's top of the line stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She got little baby. Look, Christina,
Yeah.
never. She's constant mother.
Yes, she is. I see it.
Hey man, let me bring in our guest.
All
Um,
right.
this man that we're bringing in, Mr. William Morrison, who's running for mayor of the city of LA.
Wow, man. I gotta tell you something about what's going on in Long Beach too, man. We got a young black dude that's running for mayor of Long Beach, man, named Franklin Sims.
Oh
I'm gonna
man,
have him.
we got to
You
get
already
him on
know.
it.
You
Feel
already
me?
know. I
You
got you.
know,
I'm working on
Long
it.
Beach. Oh man. Okay, let me bring him in and so
Come
because
on.
he's gonna be with us on the show. Hey, what's up with you, Mr. Morrison? How you doing there, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Mr. Morrison, we woke Mr. Morrison up, man. We done woke him up.
Kind of, yeah, man. I've been kind of like not sleeping too much, with everything going on.
Wait a minute, no,
All
I ain't worried about waking him up. Big Hank, he called me at 11, 12 o'clock at night.
I
He
did
like,
call him
hey,
like
Roy.
12 o'clock. I didn't know he was back east, man. He's in New York.
Hey, I'm
Come
shit
up.
West. Look here,
Roy
man. We
Anderson
gonna
said, get your ass up. Get your
look.
ass up.
I'm not into politics. Me and William got
Friendship.
a deep friendship, love, like it's my brother, man.
No,
Just
I
like
know.
yourself.
I know, man. I know.
We spent hours. Okay, a lot of people don't know. I want to say this. Let's put the merit part to the side. He's one of the top lead personal security. You
Yeah.
got a detail of over 200 something cats that work under him.
He nationwide security. He ain't just
Well, Crowley,
nationwide.
he deals with celebrities like
Yeah,
Britney
nationwide.
Spears or them people come in. He was the one,
Yeah,
the head guy of the Super Bowl.
yeah, nationwide. That's
Yeah, but guess
yeah.
who's one of his best clients that he liked?
Who?
Booyah, Roy
Roy
Anthony.
Anthony. I could
Hey,
have
look
been.
here. He gave me the words to say, like when I'm in the crowd, because he ain't like them security, like his detail. When he did some hand gesture, I don't know, I ain't gonna go, but he did a hand gesture at the show. We was in Vegas, and this detail was all different type of people. If you would have been in there acting a fool, you was gonna get his ass whooped from all different type of angles. Of people you don't even know. They not dressed in a black t-shirt and they say
Right.
security.
Right.
This guy might have on a army fatigue jacket. This dude look like he on a date with a leather jacket on. He just chilling.
Right.
I think I was wearing my trench coat that night.
Huh?
So he had a
I
trench
think I
coat
was
on.
wearing my Matrix trench coat.
Yeah, but look here. He had all look. And he gave me the code of what to say. Negation, like, okay, Will, me and Big Hank, he's been featuring for me. So I ain't gonna tell him to the public of the key words that in case somebody's bothering you, you don't have to get into a ruckus or nothing.
Right.
Yep.
You just say these 2 key words.
Yeah. Green corn ain't green.
And don't even put nothing. That situation's been handled real quickly. You keep on smiling and talking to the crowd.
Right. Well, we'll put it like this. Dr. Dre found that out when he was over at the Rams, I guess, celebration. He didn't have the right credentials, and then he goes, "You don't know who I am?" I said, "Man, I don't know who you are." He goes, "I'm Dr. Dre." I go, "I know Eminem. I don't recognize you. I don't listen to your music."
Whoa.
He's like, "Bro, I just want to take some pictures." Then here comes his escort. I say, "You know what? You got to be right behind him because I was getting ready to kick out everybody." Really? Yeah, I was getting ready to kick.
You remember how you said he told the FBI guys, like, what did he say? Let me see your credentials. He said, "No, let me see your credentials." And so
that was an interesting Super Bowl. We'll put it like this, man. Gave us peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So then I went down to the kitchen and got like about 8 cases of real food sandwiches. Yeah, and they were going, "You can't just take the cart." And I go, "I said, shit, I'm taking the cart. You can come pick it up."
All right. And they ain't say nothing to him neither. So, hey, let me
Saw me
ask
rolling around with the cart.
Hey, William, let me ask you, how's it going now?
Everything's going okay. I'm running as a write-in, so I'm getting everybody educated on how to do it. just hit more options and my name will appear. You know, of course, Mike Vieira, the city attorney, changing up everything. Like right now, I should be mayor if we had the election back on March 8th. Remember, for your son's birthday
Yes.
on that, Roy. But you know,
Yes. That's right.
they changed the election date. Now I got stupid Rick Caruso, man, a man that doesn't really care about anybody. You know, he says he wants to make housing affordable, help out the homeless. Well, you know
Mhm.
what? You're a billionaire, so I'm gonna just tell him right now. Once I win this election, give him a can of whip ass and shit like that. I'm gonna go after the Grove first, and I'm gonna go after the Americana. I'm gonna go, all right, you know what? Basically, the Americana's not inside the city of LA, but since with my new charter, guess what? 30% of that building, because it's still in LA County, we still operate in LA County. Now it's got to be affordable based on your income. So 1/3 of that rent, your check goes towards rent. So I don't care if they get a penthouse that's $10,000. They're making about, or just make it easier on the math terms. They make $900 a month. Guess how much they're gonna pay? $300. He's not gonna like that idea one bit. Yeah,
Well,
he's
Right.
gonna
see,
fight me on it.
it's now, isn't this? You said something just now. You brought up the charter.
Hmm.
Now, I always, man, we had a show about this. We
Right.
understand that these charters, like in City of Los Angeles, hasn't had a new charter since 1912.
Hmm.
So
And
we're
some
still
of the
basing
charters that
off
are
of.
already in there have been implemented for a long time, but they just never enforce these
But
charters.
why isn't our city council people and mayors and our assembly people then ain't informing? See, it seemed to me, okay, this is one of the things I read about in our charter, especially in Los Angeles, that the police do have the right to stop you on their suspiciousness of you. So
Hmm.
when we see that the public is having an outcry, like, hey, then that means that the charter needs to be changed to say that police don't have the option to be stopping somebody on suspicious, but they don't
Just
change
just
that.
because they feel like it.
Yeah. Well, you know, they need to be restructured and retrained on what their job is. It's to protect the public, not just because if you're wearing the wrong colors or you're in the wrong neighborhood. And we'll put it like this, because I ran into this one guy, this one cat named Jesse. He grew up in the Lethal Projects. So I was down over at the Mer Park, and we started talking and stuff. And then he goes, "Hey, you remember like when they used to chase us?" And he goes, "So what did they call you?" And then I told him my nickname, and I said, "Yeah, man, you remember I was just telling you guys just to have some beer. Don't keep your money on you. Don't keep your contraband on you. And all they're going to do is just tell you to pour out your beer, because or if they want to be stupid enough to cite you for an open container in public, right? They can't pat you down or anything. You ain't got no drugs on you, so you know if they're talking like you're slinging, that's how some of these guys got away with it. But then
But
afterwards,
we
when I
have,
found out who I was, he goes, "Man, well, I haven't seen you in years." I go, "I say, yeah, I'm still living in the same area."
yeah.
But yeah, man, it was nice
But
to see
William, let me
Jesse.
say this though, you on a grander scale, you're dealing with, when you brought up like running for the mayor of the
Hmm.
city of Los Angeles, you're over, you and the city um commissioners and stuff are over the chance to change the charters of a city.
Correct. Hmm. And even
And
change
you
like
can do
even
the
the charter of the
proposal to
Port
the
of LA.
county. You can do the proposal as well because the city of Los Angeles is a very rich city. Now, let me ask this. You and I was talking one day, me and William was talking. I want to bring this up. And I want to know, all my friends and anybody, Hank's point of view in Los Angeles, city of Los Angeles, that's like we were saying about what's going on in Long Beach. We get on that one too. Um, One of the things we've been teaching here is about these charters. Sometimes we could talk about things and mayors and city commissioners, but sometimes we got to do like Windows is for some people, Windows for dummies. Like act like I'm Fred Flintstone. I don't know it at all, right? So just like on the news, we've been hearing about the Russian oligarchs. We've learned that an oligarch is a business person who has influence with the political. Now, I'm hoping that you become a mayor so I can be considered one of the first. Me and Big Hank will be considered one of the first two black oligarchs to, to the mayor. No, I'm this seriously, because we business owners, we are business owners that can talk with the person. Now, who is the mayor would be the person who has more of a kinship to the general population than the governor and the senators. Well, why I'm bringing this up is because some like the ones who's running against him got all the money, been on all the commercials. So next you know, it becomes in our brain, those who live in LA, that you have no other choice but to vote for that person because you see him.
Right.
Is that what you face, Mr. William?
That's what I'm facing, but you know what? Now I got a new slogan. You know what? It's time to wake up the public and give the city back to the public, to the people. And like, you know how I always say about me being the first one there and the last one out?
Yeah.
And I'm at work, so I'm bringing that into play. So let's make history together. Since every stadium, whenever, you know, like any event, I'm the first one there to unlock the gates, and I'm the last person there to lock it down. So let's make history together, and make make these individuals that think the money's going to control this election. It's about the people from the heart.
But why is it that the city of LA, which is predominantly, what's the race? But you tell me, because I know you had to know these facts. What's the racial proportion of the city of Los Angeles?
Wow. And the Hispanic part, you have like, what is it? On the voting part, there's 50, no more than that. It's like 62% are Hispanics.
Okay.
27% is African Americans, and the rest are like Asians and Caucasians. So you don't have that many white voters.
So let me ask you this then. It's the other ones Latinos?
Mm-hmm. Latinos and African Americans. So
no, I'm saying it's the ones that's running for mayor.
Oh yeah, Kevin De Leon is running. The guy from over San Pedro, he's running.
Wait a minute. Not the guy from San Pedro. I want to know anybody who lived in LA like you have, who knows all the projects, the spots, and all that. Is there someone who knows the people that's running?
They know just only Rick Caruso because of his commercial and Kevin De Leon. And that Mike Bonin guy. Yeah. And so of course now Mike Fiore, the city attorney, now started putting commercials out. So I just been doing like, just live shots, just like live.
It's like to me, it seems like, okay, they got the money, so they get the televisions and all that.
Yeah.
But then you have the will of God, if you're righteous about it, by going to the lowriders, those pop lock festivals that has all them Latinos in there that lives in LA and stuff. Not just the main hop, the Super Bowl and everything is cool. This is my opinion. If I'm just the Super Bowl and everything is cool, but sometimes, because to my understanding, only about 18% of Los Angelinos actually went to the Super Bowl. A lot of them was at their homes and stuff. They like to have their little quinceañeras, their lowrider things and stuff. I'm not trying to be funny, but they making up 62, 69% and stuff for real. And they send you, sometimes I feel like we pick the grander things, but the general public people, especially in the city of Los Angeles, it's not part of that grander thing. See, how do the people know that you're responsible when they got the Olympics coming? They just had the Super Bowl there. Brought all types of money to the area. Nobody was ready for the Super Bowl in LA. We didn't think that the Los Angeles team was going to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium. That's something that my man from Dallas Cowboys wanted to happen.
Right.
How do the people benefit? If you the mayor, how do the people there benefit? Because it seems like the city of Los Angeles benefits a whole bunch of multimillionaires that don't have to worry about paying too much but land taxes.
And you know what? That's where I feel that they need to start giving back to the community. Like years back, you remember they used to be supporting like little leagues and stuff like that and make appearances. They need to start doing that again because they're like a role model to some of these kids growing up because they look up to them. Like LeBron James, you know, he should be out there inside Watts and everything if he represents a city. And there needs to be more activities like that.
But he don't.
With the police department.
That's a good example, but he doesn't represent Los Angeles. He represents Cleveland. He's just here working and he buys. We know that so many times. That's why I said they don't have to pay property tax. He's not he doesn't consider himself Los Angelino. He considers himself a Cleveland, Ohio person. That's why
that's true too. But once he's here, if he's playing this city, he needs to participate.
Well, everybody claims, man, there's so many people coming because they love our Los Angeles and that sun and that partying and the beaches and low waves and Long Beach. Long Beach is more. You don't have to worry about being choked out into the waves. That's why they shut our beach down. I hope the mayor of Los Angeles let our beach stay up at least till 12. You can't even get a romantic interlude, and it's 10 o'clock. You got the safeguard coming. Hey, the beach needs to be cleared. Like, come on, man, give me 15.
Man, I remember back in the days, you could be out there 24 hours, man, if you wanted to.
You feel me?
The Long Beach Pier used to be open 24 hours, man.
We got a time limit at 10 o'clock, and it's only really in Long Beach. I went down to San Diego. You could be there all night long if you want. Long Beach, the waves ain't soaking you in. They so beautiful. You can just sit there and just chill.
Right. And then with the moonlight and everything like that shining off the ocean. Oh,
I've been where the highway dude on the boat, the police on the boat. I was up there kicking with lady. We want to do it though, just sit there and think and all of a sudden it light flash and I'm like, what they doing? He's like, hey, the beach is closed. Hey man, it's only 10:05. The beach closed at 9:45.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they come around with lifeguards with their.
Hey, I didn't want to say that. I was about to pick him off, but his boat could have came up on the shore too. Like you're on the bread, like you know. But hey, man. Now since we got past that, I want to touch back on this subject, y'all. I'm glad we all on here. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you wasn't there at the Academy Award.
You know what? I was offered to go down there, but then I said, nah. I had to park too far. I said, if I'm parking closer on site, then I'll show up. But they tell me, oh, no, you got to park and you got to take the shuttle bus. Like, oh, man, forget about that.
Hey,
I got to walk and go back over to the other location. Oh,
yeah. I want to, I'm glad we're all on here because I want to show some opinions, right? But before I did that, I want to share this one, particular, I thought this was benefiting, man. Let me say this. I thought it was benefiting that my man here. Okay, so we all know what done happened, right? Yeah. So I want to benefit by coming to. I'm gonna add this to the stream.
Come on, brother. I know you know how to do this dance.
No, sorry, I don't.
Come on, man. I know you know how to do the electric slide.
No, I can't say that I do.
Get your ass in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I had to. I had to show that, man. I had to show that.
Oh, that's all right, man.
No. I had to show that one. But wait a minute. I had to go one more. Can I go one more?
Go one more, man.
I had to
Are we
go
gonna
one
see
more.
Chris Rock
Now,
get smacked?
this one more is this. I'm gonna be honest. This one more is so to me is this is what I felt that this clip that I'm about to show is that I felt that this is what Chris should have did to Will when when he came and slapped this man. I think that this is what it should have been. It should have been done. Oh, wait a minute, put the disclaimers up. Christina, put the disclaimer up before I get in touch. Let me put the disclaimer up. Oh man, I forgot. Let me put this up, these banners.
That man been vice president for 8 years. Okay? He's a war hero.
I'm showing this.
You better come correct. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I got this. This is far. You go. Oh, what's like that? That's where it is. See, yelling them up there, pumping your head up. Lewis suck it back down. Yeah.
Hey man, I want to show that man. That was tickling me.
I forgot what movie is that?
That's Head of State, and I'm letting everyone know on Facebook they the main ones. We are not making a profit. We were just showing something that validates what I'm saying. That's a movie, Head of State, that was produced by Chris Rock. That's when Chris Rock was running for presidency. And
oh yeah, I remember that one.
It was his brother in the movie, and right when now I named this segment "The Slap That's Heard Around the World." Now, once again, we've heard the historical thing, the shot that was heard around the world. There was no proof into that, but this slap. I'm not. This is gonna be the last that I get to stay on because I don't like to follow the trend of everybody talking. You know, I like to dig in deeper, and there's been so many different angles, so many. Yeah. I can even call it a self-exploit from the both of them because we're limited. But believe, okay, check this out, Big Hank with Christine. Y'all probably don't know this. Is that I got invited back in 2002, I got invited to the Oscars to watch. I was invited as a guest to watch, and they had me to come at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They were showing all this old historical stuff. Man, I lasted about 3 hours and I was out of there, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see you with your puppy, man. And I was out of there with, you feel me? It was really, boring, but they take it very prestigious. Everybody wears, so they make it seem like if you make it to there, you have proven yourself. Where if you go into the knowledge of Academy Awards, it's like the Academy was over paintings. Did you know those paintings where you ever seen the old Bibles and stuff where they had the paintings of Moses and all that, right? Those are called Academy paintings. They're called Renaissance, which the Academy was to let them know that this is real. I'm getting to a point, Big Hank. Mm-hmm. The people who painted that wasn't part of them was always sometimes put in a group, like they was called like the fascist painters that was against the government, which was against the Academy. So just like YouTubers and people who shoot their independent movies is for what it is, it's not an Academy given movie. Does it make sense?
Right.
Some people has pressed their whole life to get into a movie. Some is wishing to get to the Academy. Do the Academy accept me and Big Hank now for the movie that we put out? Because if they trusted Will to be in there, one of their key actors, box office hit cat does this, what does it leave us now? Does it set us back? Everybody took it philosophy. Something stood out. I was listening to different people. I even had some women, and I was, listening and watching and all that.
Yeah.
Hollywood right now is a Me Too movement. Hollywood is where women are saying we can do it. A lot of the action movies right now are women. We're strong. We're brave. I watched a couple of episodes of Red Table Talk, and it seemed like they talk as if, I appreciate my man, but there's nothing that a man can do for me that I can't do for myself.
Okay.
So I wouldn't have been surprised if I seen Jada walked up there and slapped Chris, and then Will gets behind her and say, yeah. Now your son can say this is how we roll. I'm just having a conversation. We passed the stunning part.
Yeah.
We passed the part where, wow, you feel me? All the little laughter and stuff, but let's. Oh, now all of a sudden I see a lot of responses by these women, who I'm not, don't get me wrong. Listen, all this time you're like, yeah, all of a sudden I start seeing women. Yeah, I love my man to step up for me.
Yeah.
Can I say something on behalf of women, though?
Yes, go ahead, Miss Uniqueness. I'm glad you were here.
It seems like it's a historical moment because our own have always belittled us, even in rap songs, bitches, hoes, this and that. And if girls out here having sex with more than one man, we call hoes, but if men do it, it's you get your black card and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So to see a man stand up to another man about how he sees the hurt of his woman, regardless of what they got going on in their life, yeah, they're excited about that. They don't think it's wrong for the simple fact is how it happened. Oh well, it happened like that. He acted right then.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Anybody know, even if it was a homie or something, I'm gonna have my woman and my kids, but I was just paying it as you pride yourself, Miss Uniqueness, as being a strong woman and stuff and holding your own, right?
Yep.
You've been now. When you like yourself, now I ain't trying to be personal or something. If there's not a dude there, and so we're saying is, I want him to man up and be my man. Now, well, if I'm the man and he's saying my woman, this is me. Hey man, check this out. When commercial break come, I'm whooping your ass.
You didn't wait till commercial to disrespect my wife, so I'm not gonna wait till the commercial.
Wait a minute. What I'm saying is,
get him,
I hear what you're saying. We know that this is being filmed around the world, right? So when you can, because you made a statement, man, confront another man. Now I'm questioning that now. Because there's three men right here. Let me ask I give you my answer. You two fellas tell me. If you did happen to say that, which I know we would not say that, but a man walks up to you and actually slaps you, do you say, oh well, he just slapped me?
No.
What's your action?
And first of all, I'm the old school cat, and the nigga not gonna get in my space. First of all, without me checking you about, hey man, you get a little too close, and I don't know what your actions are. So I need you to be arms distance first of all. So I'm gonna keep him right there before he can even get at me. My arm's long in the motherfucker. I'm 6'4". You understand? I got a long ass arm. So I'm gonna keep your ass at a distance because you coming at me with the wrong intentions. I see the intentions is wrong. So and he ain't gonna get in my space like that. You understand? And if he swing, I'm blocking and coming with something.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, your whole point is that, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Before you get that, go ahead.
No,
William, you'll do the same thing. You wanna fight.
Yeah,
Where's Dean in
basically,
this moment, Hank?
put it like this.
Where Dean is?
Okay, let's say this, William. You up there and you said something about this other candidate, and that candidate said, "What?" Because this happened before in politics. And he walked over there, and all of a sudden he said, "You don't know what you're talking about, William." What do
I
you
ain't
do?
gonna smack him. I'm gonna punch him.
But if he smacks you, you're gonna really be beating him down because he put some criminality into that. Now,
then he's gonna get a real beat down.
Stand up for Will. We stand up for Will because Chris Rock said it. Now, let me ask a question now. Do Will Smith stands up if Dwayne Johnson has said it? Or Ben Diesel has said it? Do you stand up then? This is my question. No, wait a minute. You can't make him look like he's all brave and all that. Let's just say me. Look, I ain't nobody compared to them. Let me be the host of the thing.
Right,
and I actually, I said it. I'm sorry.
Right.
I said it and stuff.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Now, I might have 2 or 3 dudes paid to meet me at my dressing room. But I bet you ain't gonna walk up there and slap no Roy Anthony.
It's like
you ain't gonna slap no Big Hank.
It's like because Chris Rock was an itty bitty nigga. That's why
wait a minute.
Frustrations out on him.
My man stood up.
No.
But wait a minute, man, stand up for you concerning whoever it was.
Hey, but that's really street etiquette, period. Because a nigga don't get into shit you ain't got no action getting into.
Well, wait a minute,
know what I'm saying?
I seen some street dudes say some stuff, even the rappers.
Oh yeah,
just said some stuff.
Yes, sir.
Because really, I could go deep. Because see, I don't get into people's personal stuff. I don't get in those type of rumors. But there was a young dude at your house. I done heard him too. He was all in love. He's all in love, and he was screaming out name. I don't hear nobody saying and stuff. You keep my wife's name out mine while you climax. So I don't understand.
But it was a lot to that though. He didn't just wasn't just the reason for him to go up and slap the shit out of Chris.
They looking like you're living in the house.
It's when his background, when you check the background, he has constantly been saying shit about about Jada for the longest.
Okay,
so
look
for
here.
you to do it this time, he needs to just find him some more jokes. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Everybody's not gonna be playful, and at that time, we'll show him I'm not gonna play with you today.
Look here. I understand that about Chris Rock. I understand that. Right now, I think he should be on suicide watch. He's been hiding.
That's for anybody, not just him.
Something. I don't care what you do for the rest of your life. Even kids will say, "Isn't that the man that Will Smith slapped?" You're not going to relive that down. My question is, if it had been Kevin Hart, do you think? See, I don't want to hear, the man challenge, because Chris Rock has never seemed like an intimidating person to me at all.
Now, I just want to speak on. I'm just gonna say something because I done heard rumors too. They had some history already, and kind of like me and you. I got love for you, Roy. Me and your history. I got love for you, but me and another nigga history, I don't got love for him, and so it's already some tension there. And you might have stepped over the line. Chris Rock's already said I stepped over the line, man. I stepped over the line. And
and I'm feeling that, but I'm just saying is
I got you. I got you.
know that there's more people that stepped over the line than just Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of people were stepping over the line when their marital affair stuff was coming up. Roy Anthony and Big Hank don't talk on those
Yeah,
type
I
of
ain't got nothing. I don't. That's
yeah.
that.
But
That's
you
their
seen
personal
it. I
big.
was
That's their
reading,
personal
and
big.
I'm like, why is this popping up? Now a lot of people was talking about. I remember they was talking about something that cut my eye. A new book in the Bible. It was called the Book of Entanglement. And I'm like, man, these people. There's some other stuff that I've been told. Some people sent me some flight log information about Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't want to believe the names that I see on there. Just
Yeah,
being honest.
yeah.
I didn't put it out there,
Yeah.
for real. But there's some information, and stress builds up a pipe. You can't tell me that this man been stressing over things that Chris Rock said since 2016. Come on, man.
No, he just caught the last part of it when he got fed up. He was at the right place at the wrong time to get knocked the hell out by what he said.
When a person's fed up, you don't laugh for a minute and look over at your wife. You fed up, you go up there and do it right then. But really, if
he
you
saw
fed
her
up,
hurt, and that's
I'm gonna
when
tell
he
you,
clicked.
somebody else told me that they thought it was set up. Because look here, I'm gonna be honest. He do that, and I'm fed up. Guess what? I'm not probably gonna say nothing, but commercial break, they're gonna hear on the side. See, it got to be a time where someone got to be responsible for the other ones. See, what I'm saying is, Moses went to Pharaoh and said, "Let my people go," and they identified with Moses, the children of Israel, and they was able to cross the Red Sea. Why I'm saying that is that it took that one guy who looked like them, who acted them, and they all had to lead out, right? We barely getting in, if that's what they call getting in. Now it seems like the door is shut because I'm already get tired of just the same people over and over and over. So was it a Nielsen rating booster? Because this is the most that the Academy Awards has been talked about. I still don't know who got Best Picture. I think it was somebody with the children of deaf parents.
It was one of those, and then I know Will Smith got it for the King.
Best actor.
Yeah, Best Actor.
If Jimmy Kimmel and them would have slapped, do you think he had won the award? I think if it had been Jimmy Kimmel one of them and he slapped, if Jimmy Kimmel said something, he slapped, I don't think he wins the award. And I think he gets arrested right then and hauled off. Because the LAPD was trying to press the issue to arrest him. Chris Rock just say the thing. We understand you've been the victim of a punishable crime, because for real, it's not just the actual figure of the slap. It's just that we knew that the repercussions, that's a meme from now on throughout life. Your whole career is going to be dealt with. That slap is involved. Is it that much worth it? You mean to tell me that what he said was this grand humiliation? And I'm going to tell you something. I want people to hear me right. There's a lot of cats in prison because of a 1-minute response. Your whole life, you worked hard to get somewhere and stuff for real. And in that 1 minute.
Yeah.
And
whole lot of cats. A whole lot of cats. Yeah, a whole lot of cats.
A lot of them. And a lot of people, and I can't stand these philosophers with these books, and they want to put a name on it for, aggressive behavior and all that. You are pushed or something flares. 1 minute can change your life. It takes a few seconds for some dude to hit a woman, and she tries to get back because she's stunned, and then she comes at you, you hit her a couple more times, all in a minute. She can fall us to head. I seen dudes shoot another dude over $1. People say, "You killed this dude over $1," and the dude was like, you know what he said? It was the principle of the part, but he reacted. Now, while he's sitting there in prison, was it worth it? No. But it was that 1 minute reaction. Now, 1 minute, I would have been mad and stuff because, okay. Let me ask you something, Miss Christina. If your real man has stood up for you, how do you feel when your real man is crying? And then I don't want to hear all of a sudden, guess what I hear from the missus? Oh, this is a time for healing.
Nah, with me, I'm gonna rock with him. Like I'm gonna rock with him the way you rock with me, because you supposed to stand behind a man just as well as a woman. Yes, he stand behind a woman.
Yeah, but I'm
so
saying is, how do you feel about your man
Right.
once he started crying and apologizing for what he did?
He's still human. He had acted on it at that moment because it happened then. So he had to take care of it then. So you don't think right
Yeah,
then. You
I'm
act
hearing
like
you. That's
then.
not like a woman way now of looking at it.
So I'm not that woman. I'm not the normal woman.
No, I'm saying this. I should sound like a woman way of looking at it, because if you was to ask these guys right here, would you cry once you got put to war? After the situation done, you felt bad about it. Would you cry about it?
He's still human. Like it could be
Big
to
Hank,
the point where
would
he
you
had
cry?
to act out.
I try
You
not to
know,
cry about, I try not to cry
on the
about a lot of
survey.
stuff. I try
But
not to
see,
cry about a
a
lot
man,
of
it's
stuff.
okay for a man to cry though. Some
I'm
people are
not saying,
so
but
hard
I'm just
body.
saying this at this particular situation. He done stood up for you. He done slapped
He
the dude
acted
down.
out.
Now,
He
do you want
responded
your
like
man
that.
to cry?
If he cried, he cried. I mean, he took up for me like that in public. So why would I belittle him for crying in public?
Okay.
I'm gonna give him some when he get home, because he handled it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch his face and shit too. I'm just saying.
I'm with you. Well, I'm just saying, okay, I'm glad, you know what?
But
And I
but
like
but
that.
listen, and Roy, you got to look at it. Look, Roy, you got to look at it, because we looking at it from a man's point of view. She looking at it from a lady's point of view. You can't see you can't see it from her side. You in no way.
I think she must be looking at it from a woman's
Hey,
point
Roy,
of view.
That's all it is.
Your thing is, Roy, I ain't finna be no bitch in front of nobody. I'm a hard body. I'm a hard.
I know. You know, that's
Hey,
why
Big
I am.
Hank, Roy,
Look.
check this out. Like, you
this.
see,
Christina's
remember,
like,
there's a saying. There's a big saying, right? A strong man cries, man. A strong man can cry and show his tears.
man, I cry, but it doesn't say a strong man got to cry in front of the public.
On TV, not on TV in front of everybody. This shit, I mean,
I'm about the world to see this impression. Now, when I cry,
y'all went in his position.
look,
Now,
it's
you
on
don't
my
know what you
arm.
would have did
My
though.
arm even say, I've been having this 30 years. It say, laugh now, cry later. I'm gonna cry in the covers in my bed.
That's right.
I'm gonna be like this. As
That's
you
right.
aware, as you probably all aware, this me getting a war. As you're aware, there was an altercation, and I would like to repeat, and I would tell everybody, keep my wife's name
out your motherfucking mouth.
I would like to receive this award and stuff, and I hope that Chris face is fine. I want to take this reward. I'm going to buy my bit. Now I probably cry later on, like, man, why did I do that, man? But I'm not going to cry in front of now.
Look at Chris though.
But you know
Chris
what?
sat there and say Will Smith just left the shit out of me. You think he didn't want to do something different?
He did kind of stutter. He's like, and then
he had
documentary. I mean,
we're gonna give his whole thought pattern now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
he said we're gonna get an Oscar. The Oscar.
We were talking about the crying part now.
He said I'm gonna get an Oscar. The Oscar. I mean,
yeah, we about to give out the documentary. I mean, we're gonna.
He was in a temporary coma.
But let me ask
he
you
was
though.
Shocked.
And I said that. I said that's the woman part, because I'm just saying this. I see it now as a woman. She said him standing up and then crying is like she was great, and he showed his emotions because there's nothing wrong with my man crying.
I'm really gonna give him some tonight. He ain't got to do nothing all night.
Here's Christina with her husband do her like that. This is how they should have called. This is how they should have called.
He set the standards high.
You got Jada doing this like Christina. Her man does what she. Her man went up there and said, "Chris, why are you crying?" She's up there like this.
Yeah, he said the bars up high. If you can't Will Smith a motherfucker for me, you can't fuck with me. That period. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
wait a minute. I'm just telling you, don't let it be an open thing to all comics because I've seen comics getting heckled. So I don't want the public to think like, hey, now comics is really gonna be scared.
Oh, niggas ain't gonna be able to say nothing.
Hey,
As soon
I'ma
as
say
soon as
what
the
I gotta
motherfucker,
say.
soon as the motherfucker move out there in the crowd, you're like, wait a minute, what you doing? Where you going? Slow down. Wait a minute, what you doing? Wait, where you
Hey,
going?
it's not me. And I got the nerves to. I'm doing a show Sunday in Mobile. You know,
Yeah.
you call that Killer Val.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be up there in Mobile doing. I'm probably talk about it, right? But I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna talk about someone's wife or nothing. You feel me?
No.
Stuff. I mean, that led up to it. Now, two wrongs don't make it right. I'm
No.
gonna say this.
Right.
I want to say this. I've been seeing a lot of banners from our some of our neighbors that'll say, "Make America Great" and "Let's take America back" and all this and that. When you plant seeds of hate, what you think you're gonna get out? Love and rope.
It gotta come up. You gotta reap it.
You gotta reap it.
It's in the book. It says, be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And it's that whatsoever, good and bad, you gonna get it back. Whichever one it is, you're gonna get that back. So you better start putting some good out there, man. Plant you some good.
Yeah, see, yin and yang, you don't know from if you're doing good if you don't recognize there's bad and evilness.
There you go.
I've been seeing a lot. I've been paying attention. We had somebody who was talking one time. They said something on a comment, and I wanted people to see this, that we're not. When you say "Make America Great" and you want to use these symbols of the Confederate flags to a lot of population, it represents hate. You can't say, well, we need to save our America. Save it from what? If you do a refreshing and start anew, it'll be better. But when you plant hate, seed of hate, if you was there at Ruby Bridges, if you was there with the killing of Emmett Till, if you was this and that, or I've seen pictures where black men are hanging and the whites are having a grand picture taken. And these were in the 50s. I'm like, why can't the FBI catch these? Okay, so let's start afresh. You know what I'm saying?
Which
we got to have a call. We got to be able to talk, y'all, just like we've been. This sparked up so much of conversations. Before we leave, I want to tell Alex Baldwin. I want to tell him, dude, check this out. I have lost all respect for you. You're the one who was in shooting a movie and a lady gets killed and another one's wounded. When everyone knows that when you on a movie set, you don't mess with the gun until the director says action because they got the things in place. You got the nerves to say, oh, they ain't made to Academy Awards like a Jerry Springer. Well, you make your movie set seem like it's something I really don't want to be a part of because you shooting people.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100. And guess what? When he did that, when that happened, Alex Baldwin, did we any of us say, oh man, them white folks you get on their sets, man, them white folks, man, they kill you, man. I ain't going on their set. They just mess it up. I could be saying that, right?
Yeah.
They shoot you for real, man. I don't know if I want to do a shoot up movie with them, man.
They don't use fake bullets over there. They use a real bullet over there.
You feel me? Hey, Big Hank, I just got a good movie with Alex Baldwin, man. It's gonna
man,
be
shit.
What you gonna tell me?
Not on that set, man. He be using real bullets on this shit. I'm good. You keep that $1 million, man. I'm good. Fuck that. I'm good. I'm trying to stay alive. Shit.
Now, which skin do you want to be on?
Try to stay alive. Shit.
A slapping in or an accidentally shot and kill me in.
I'll take slapping for $100, Bob.
Wait a minute.
Slapping for 1,000. Shit.
He may have tried to slap her because Will, when he struck, he did boxing defensive style too at the same time. When he slapped, he leaned back in case the other person wants to hit back.
He did the Matrix move on that nigga.
He moved back. After he slapped, he moved back. It is the knowledge of any boxer that when you swing, that person may swing back, that you want to lean out to reach.
Right.
But anyway, hey man, we came to the end of the show, bro.
Yes, sir.
I want to bring that up. I was listening to your subjects, and hey, now we all know that we got the music on Monday nights, so we getting that more straightened out. I want to give another shout out to Richie King. He had been suffering from a little minor disease. He had a little infection, I should say, but when you get an infection around your head, they take it severely and it messes with his muscles on the side of his face.
We wishing him all the best, man. We wishing him all the best.
Yeah, for real. Blue Phoenix is astounding.
Because he usually would have said something over here today. He would have said, fuck Roy Anthony or something. You know,
yeah, he went to the doctor today, I think.
And so we want to prayers. Let me tell everybody. I'm gonna take Will off. Hey, we had thank Will Morrison for coming in out of his busy schedule.
Hey, man, no problem.
Will, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Love. Hey, man, if y'all in Los Angeles, know somebody in Los Angeles, please look up William Morrison. He knows how the city charters, how all that money runs for the past 20 years. He knows what he's talking about. All right, good day, big bro.
Well, William Rodriguez Morrison, don't remember the Rodriguez. I threw it in there as well because I want to represent both sides.
William Rodriguez Morrison. Yeah, now you sound more like one. You know, you got to have a lot of names.
Yeah, let me say that right. William Rodriguez Morrison.
William Rodriguez Morrison.
I don't like to say a lot of stuff.
You fitting right in, William Rodriguez Morrison.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna talk to you later, man.
All right, man.
All right, you take care and God bless Big Hank.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
And hey, man, I just want to say, I want to tell everybody, thank Big Hank, thank you, Christina, thank you.
No problem.
A lot of people look at us, and whether we know it or not, they look at and see what we're saying. I don't condone none of what they did. There's a way to tackle everything. And as a professional comedian, I hope this teaches other comedians, be careful about the things that you say.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
yes, sir.
Just because you're trying to be funny, everything ain't, you know, so you better recognize your crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
And watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. Hey, man, I'm outie, man.
I'm outie too, man. Love y'all, man. Love you, Roy. Love you.
Tuesday and every Thursday. Hey, is this thing on? Can you hear me? Roy Is anybody out there? Is the spot to be, baby. Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie.